Well, Eric, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let's start with former President Trump's statement on Dr. Fauci put out late this week. Here's what he said, quote, "I placed the greatest bet in history. We ordered billions of dollars worth of vaccines before we knew it even worked. Had that not been done, our wonderful vaccines would not have been administered until October of this year." And it really was a bet. And, you know, here we are months down the road. You hear the Biden administration trying to take credit for these vaccines. But why do you think it's so hard for some people to give credit where credit is due?
Yeah, because they know Trump did a great job. I mean, that's what it is, John. It's, you know, as a son, you have kind of a unique perspective into this whole thing, and that's, you're there for certain phone calls. I'd be with my father, and I remember phone calls that he made to the FDC. I remember, phone calls that he made to, the heads of various, big pharma companies. And, why aren't you working on a Saturday? We have a pandemic that's happening. You're going to get this done. You don't understand. I mean, the amount of red tape that he cut, the bet that he did place. I mean, he did. They ordered billions and billions of dollars of vaccines before they were even, frankly, through the trials. And it was a gamble. But that gamble, if it paid off, which it did, would save millions and millions and millions of lives. And but anybody else, no one else could have done a vaccine in 11 months, in 10 months. There's no way. I mean, the vaccines take 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. There's no way. And I remember how much pressure my father put on those people, how much pressure he put on the government, on the U.S. government, how much pressure he put on the pharmaceutical companies, because that's what needed to be done. We needed a vaccine. We needed it desperately, and it's paying off in spades as we're seeing each and every single day. But John, they don't want to give him credit. He did a phenomenal job. They don't want to give him credit. But look at all the great jobs he did. Look at his energy prices while he was president. Look at what he did with the United States military. Look what he did with the economy. And
I would say in some ways he should have applied more pressure, especially when it came to this Wuhan lab theory. We're hearing things like the CDC director, Robert Redfield, said at the time that he faced threats from other scientists for even throwing this out there. And, I think we can make the case, too, Eric, that Trump derangement syndrome cost lives here. We have the media now admitting that they dismissed this Wuhan lab theory because they didn't like your father. John Carl, he said because Trump was saying so much other stuff, they didn't believe him. Washington Post fact checker Glenn Kessler said this. The Trump administration's messaging was often accompanied by anti-Chinese rhetoric, which, again, isn't true. It made it easier for skeptics to ignore the claims. It wasn't anti-Chinese. It was, just the fact that everyone had the science, or some people had the science, that pointed directly to that Wuhan lab, but they didn't want to even acknowledge it.
Sure, of course. And by the way, John, you don't think that the President of the United States knows a lot more about the origins of a virus than John Carl, right? I mean, it's laughable. My father said from day one, hey, something's very, very suspicious about the Wuhan lab, right? And, it's really interesting when you see Fauci out there saying, there's no way, it came from a wet market, it came from this. Now, all of a sudden, you have Fauci coming out and reversing course. And by the way, that's Fauci for you, though. I mean, you have emails where Fauci said, masks do absolutely nothing. They're going to do absolutely nothing to protect against, and then all of a sudden he's out there telling everybody to wear masks and walking around with 4 masks on his face, right? And it's, it's really incredible. But it is interesting to see how much attention is being put on that Wuhan lab today. And it certainly looks like, the origins of the virus very well could have come out of that lab. But it was interesting. All these people who are paid off by the World Health Organization, all these people who are paid off by China, the amount of covering they did for a country who caused trillions and trillions and trillions of irreparable harm to not just the United States, but the world.
Right.
The amount of people it killed. It's really amazing to see them carry the water for China of all countries.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.